Well, hello everyone and welcome. My name is indeed Sam Marine, but you already know that. In today's video, I will give you the preview against Sheffield Wednesday and a few other subjects such as the new signings and pre-season, of course. But if you are a football fan and if you want more EFL coverage, then obviously all you need to do is show your love and support by leaving a like, comment, share and subscribe, because the subs are more important on this channel. So let's begin to talk about pre-season. Well, let's talk about how well Cardiff really have been through this mini pre-season, where it seems no one heard of prior. Of course, you had the first few matches against Swansea, then you had other matches. So it would be ideal if we went to win those, of course. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I thought the pre-season was okay. It's just to get the fitness up of our players, of course. And so yeah, we look sharp, of course, and our sharpness is key if we want to keep the same sharpness as we did prior the restart of football. So let's because that is important to grind out wins and all that. But yeah, the less said about that Northampton game, the better. So that's the pre-season out the way. Of course, it's just been alright. The pre-season is nothing major, is it? So yeah. The next subject we are going to be talking about, of course, is the new signings and the players released, because no one's talked about this yet. And of course, we had players who were either lacking game time or just keep getting injured behind the scenes. And as a long-time Cardiff fan, I do wish those well, such as Connolly, Danny Ward and Jazz Richards, of course, because yes, someone like Connolly had made his impact during his time with us in the early seasons he was with us. So yeah, I hope he gets his fitness sorted out and he gets more game time and finds another club. Of course, with Danny Ward, it was harsh when he got let go because he played his best game when we played against Manchester United 2 seasons ago, and he has so much potential yet to be shown. But of course, as a result, we brought in fellow Welshman Kiefer Moore, who had been consistent with his performances with Wales and Wigan. So I am thrilled we got a big name in our team, because after Moore we just brought in youngsters from Arsenal, Liverpool and Man United. So fingers crossed we get some sort of mix match with the youngsters and the veterans in our team in game weekends. And that goal he scored was amazing. I know it weren't like a big match or anything, but his link-up play was amazing. I know you know, Cardiff City fans, what goal I'm talking about, but that 1-2 and all that. If that's a preview of him this season, please join up the team and start more games, and let's get the goals coming, because we need them goals for this season. And yeah, his finishing was excellent. So I cannot wait for Kiefer Moore to make his impact within the team on the match days. And furthermore, we are going to be chatting about my transfer wish list. Now, in terms of my list of players who I want the club to bring in, it's got to be a winger. I think a winger is a must, because I don't think our wingers have got the highest confidence going forward unless they prove otherwise. But I just think we need a winger who can who can basically play both sides of the pitch, and obviously got the pace and skill to beat players. Something lacking in Hoylet, who is the E2, 3 or 4, one or the other. And yeah, he ain't really at his best. His best was when we got promoted, of course, that first time. That first big season with Warnock, of course. Obviously, he came in with Warnock, and yeah, the rest is history. But yeah, I reckon we need someone like, I know you guys would say defo no, defo go, and defo no show. But I'm going to be saying, putting my hat in the ring, I'm going to be saying Tom Lawrence. Now, let me hear you out, or let you hear me out. Tom Lawrence is a fantastic player. If he gets on the ball, he knows what to do with it. He runs, and he's got that skill to cut inside and whip around a corner for Kiefer Moore potentially. So I reckon I don't know, but he's a bit like, he reminds me a bit of Jack Grealish from Villa. So fingers crossed he gets the look of potential signing, because we do need some pace, and Gavin White ain't been that great. The only good winger we have is Mendes Lang, and he's rarely starting. So yeah, it's a tricky one, but obviously that's because I'm not a manager, and and yeah, so I reckon we need a lot of goals from the wingers as well as the striker, of course. But that is my wish list. Another name I would put in the hat of potential wingers is a young kid called Lolly. Now, as funny as his name sounds, he is a key player to Nottingham Forest. And if we can get someone like Lolly in, how good would that improve our team? I mean, Lolly is a fantastic player. He's quick, he knows what he's doing, he's mobile, he's a lot of things. Okay, so Lolly, please join Cardiff City. If not, I don't know who else. But yeah, that's all we need now is a right back and a winger, and I reckon we're done. Because right back, after Sanderson left, we don't have anyone else. We've been playing Bakuna, really. And yeah, I just hope that the club get a right back in. We have got this Tutu guy from Arsenal. So I don't know if he's a right back or anything. But if he is, he'll be starting a lot of games. And so yeah. Right, the next subject, after we've been talking about pre-season, we chatted about new signings and the players released. We gave my transfer list, not particularly a list, but areas and where the team needs to improve next, which is a winger, of course, and a right back. But that's really it. We got bags of strikers. We got bags of midfielders. We got bags of defenders. We got like 4 defenders. We got about 4 or 5 midfielders. We got about the same for strikers now. So yeah, that's all we need. Maybe go on loan for Gavin White, since he ain't getting a look in yet in our team, or just sell him. He won't cost that much in terms of sale prices, but we need to take someone from that winger position out of the team, and then with that money we can get in an equally better winger. So yeah, but that's my wish list. Cardiff, Sheffield, Wednesday, the preview. So in terms of the preview of the big game on the weekend, well, here we go. So, a big match between the two teams who on paper should be fighting promotion, but in reality, Cardiff go to this match with a team who are minus 12 points in the table. And even though the match against Northampton was a disaster, I think we need to win to get points on that board and get the boost of confidence going further into the season. Whew. The two teams' seasons will be very different, of course, by the end of the season, with, of course, my prediction meaning it would be relegation for Sheffield Wednesday. So I think with the right tactics and with the right starting lineup, I think we can put our foot in the game and control it. Because on an app I used, of course, against Northampton, the game, that I saw at one point that Josh Murphy in midfield. How could that be? Murphy is a winger, not a midfield mate. So yes. So that's what I think. Anyway, anything else? Pointers I got here now. Bizarre full confidence. Yeah. So we need full confidence going into this game. We have to put the nail into the coffin for Sheffield Wednesday and get them points, because the start of the season is the most vital part of the season, because at the end of it people reflect saying, oh, how amazing was our start of the season, that's how we got the points. So the start of the season is more vital than the end, I think anyway. And so my prediction for this game, I'm gonna say Cardiff City win 3-1 against Sheffield Wednesday. Now, in today's prediction involving the scoreline, I will be saying who scores for us, and I will see if I get any pointers or points at the end of the season. Excuse me. So, the 3-1 win at home against Sheffield Wednesday, I'm predicting for Cardiff, and the scorers will be Kiefer Moore, Robert Galazzo and Tomlin. Now, Tomlin have been quiet in pre-seasons, but I'm expecting him. I don't know what his injury is like, but I hope he starts for my points tally at the end. But overall, Kiefer Moore will score with a header. Then he'll get subbed off near like 10-20 minutes ago. He'll get subbed off for Glatzel, and then Glatzel will probably score with his foot, knowing him. And so yes, then the third goal scorer, if Tomlin don't play, because I think he's still injured, then I will have to say Mendes Lang to score. Now, Mendes himself have been not playing pre-season due to personal issues, but hopefully it's all sorted out in time for the game on Saturday. And so hopefully we can grab the 3 points. So yeah, that's it really for today's Bluebirds podcast. But I will give you guys before I go, because I know it's just Cardiff City, but I reckon that I can predict the other games going on. So the Watford Borough, the Warnock factor could be in play here, where he gets the team promoted. So I'm going to say this is going to be a 2-2 draw. Watford 2, Borough 2. The first game on Saturday, half 12, is a big game against Birmingham against Brentford. Birmingham going to be... Oh, it's tight, because Birmingham is not as good as people want them to be. Like, I always want them to get in the playoffs and get promoted eventually, but obviously they're lingering mid-table, aren't they? So I'm going to go for a 2-0 to Brentford away against Birmingham. And don't forget, Birmingham's ground is the ground for Coventry as well, the newly promoted side. So I don't know what would that look like or anything, but yeah, Coventry needs to get their own stadium, man. But yeah, so Watford, Borough 2-2, Birmingham, Brentford 2-0 to obviously Brentford away. Wickham, Rotherham. I'm going for a good upset here. I'm going for Wickham. 2-1 to Wickham. Wickham is a interesting side this season, and yeah, I just hope that Wickham do survive, because you like a bit of variety in the table. So yeah, 2-1 to Wickham for that one. That's a 12:30 kickoff as well. Huddersfield, Norwich, two former Premier League sides, of course. So I'm gonna say Norwich gonna win this. Norwich gonna win this 3-2. I know, big scoreline, but Huddersfield at home, being poor last season, and I reckon the rhythm is the same this season for Huddersfield. So yes, 3-2 to Norwich away against Huddersfield. Barnsley against Luton. Barnsley against Luton. Two sides that are underdogs throughout the season, of course, and two sides that will share a point each. Yeah, I'm going to say 1-1 between Barnsley and Luton. Next up, we have Preston and the Jacks. Swansea, of course, and Preston will beat the Jacks. I'm going to go for Preston. I'm going to go Preston. Oh, that's it. That's going to be a hard one to predict. Preston going to win 2-0 at home against Swansea. Millwall, Stoke. Millwall will win this 1-0. I don't think Stoke, even though everyone's tipping them to get higher up in the table this season, I don't think Stoke can beat Millwall at the Den. So yeah. Obviously, you know about the Cardiff City Sheffield Wednesday prediction. I'm predicting Cardiff 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. So yeah. Bristol Coventry. Ooh, this is going to be a big one. Obviously, Bristol got the new manager in, so going to be interesting to find out. But I'm going to predict a Coventry win on the cards. I'm going to say 2-1 to Coventry. And that is saying something, because I'm backing Coventry this season. I like them. I want them to do good, because obviously I like the old clubs back where they belong. And I always consider Coventry as a championship type side. So same with like Stevenage and all that. So yeah. QPR Forest. Easy one. Forest will win that about 3-1. The same scoreline as Cardiff, of course. Yeah, it's not going to be too much different between QPR and Forest, really. But Forest needs to bounce back, really. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. Ooh. So, yeah. Derby, Reading. Derby wins this all day long. Reading don't have the quality in their team to put a performance out, so I'm going to say 3-0 to Derby, yeah. Bournemouth, Blackburn, of course. We got Bournemouth home to Blackburn Rovers. I'm expecting Bournemouth to do well this season, even though they lost a lot of their star quality. But I'm going to predict am I going to go big for the scoreline, Bournemouth and Blackburn? Let's screw it. It's only a prediction, isn't it? So I'm going to go Bournemouth 4, Blackburn 2. So it's going to be a big match for Bournemouth. Then that's it for today. I don't think there's any championship game, funnily enough, on Sunday or Monday. So that's it for match week 1 of course, of the championship. Let me know down below what scoreline you think the Bluebirds will get on Saturday. Obviously, fingers crossed we do get that win on the board. And yeah, this is been the return of the Bluebirds podcast. We will be doing this podcast every time Cardiff play a game. Like, this podcast will go out a day before, so hopefully you guys enjoy. So yes, it's going to be an entertaining season for Cardiff, and hopefully they can get that win, because we don't want a bad season, do we? Let's be fair. So I think, well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Let me know down below your predictions, of course, for the big game, and share this video with your mates who could well be fellow Bluebirds. And if so, just get their predictions also. To, of course, catch up on everything Cardiff City and the EFL season, make sure to show your love and support by leaving a like, comment, share and subscribe. I have been your host, Sam Reed. This is the Bluebirds podcast, and with that said, hope you fellow football fans stay safe and happy for this weekend return of football. Thanks again, and goodbye.